Hi, and welcome to my kitchen, my actual kitchen. I live here. We're doing Thanksgiving. I work on Thanksgiving, but I go in super early and I get out super early, therefore. I'm actually going to do Thanksgiving this year. Initially, I wasn't necessarily planning on it, so I didn't get a turkey early. So I got this ice-filled bird that I'm getting the ice out of right now. It's one of my least enjoyable chores. But always, always, always make sure you drain the liquid out of the bird. It's just a good practice. It helps manage your mess. Now, in here, I already pulled the neck out because I had to get the ice out. In here is all the giblets that, if we were a gluten-eating house, we would be making gravy with, but we are not. So, I have this bag of turkey livers and giblets and stuff like that I'm unsure what I'm going to do with, if I'm going to do anything with them at all. I may utilize them in fortifying the flavor for the stuffing. Yes, we do stuffing in this house. The stuffing is done with, I don't know where they are, chicharrones. And I will absolutely show you that recipe. And here comes homeboy.
Ah, he's escaping. Hold on.
It's alright. It's alright. He's fine right now. Back off.
He's about to get super obnoxious, right?
Yeah, because there's meat involved.
Yep.
There's meat involved, and he likes meat. Just in case you're wondering, cats, they enjoy meat. I think I got as much of the ice as I'm going to get out. Okay, so first things first. First things first is I'm going to kick my cat off the counter. Again. Alright, first things first is we're not going to be cooking this turkey whole like this because it would take just way too long by the time I get home from work. Putting it in the oven and leaving it in there for hours and hours and hours doesn't work out for me. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull the wings. They're going to go in the stock. We're going to pull the legs and we're going to debone the legs. And then from the crown, the breast, I'm going to take the breast off of the turkey. I'm going to use all of the bones in the stock. The neck is already in there. We'll take the leg and thigh meat and we're going to put them in this pot and we're going to put them in with a whole bunch of butter, and I'm going to leave it in the oven at like 300 degrees for like 4 or so hours to basically confit them in butter. That's the plan. And we'll see how well my kids cooperate with the plan. So when you're taking the wings off of the turkey, when you're breaking down a turkey, the first thing you want to do is take the wings off. And you want to get them all nice and stretched out. And you want to cut right in where the armpit is, down into where the joint is. And if you come and take a look right here, that is the joint we're looking for. I do this professionally. I would suggest everybody who doesn't to be very careful and wear a cut glove if you have one available. It's a little more difficult when it's frozen. Boy, I will kick your ass.
Fighting cats.
It's a little more difficult when they're frozen because there's ice in there, and ice doesn't cut very well on a knife. See what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We work around it. Again, I'm a professional. If you're going to be doing stuff like this, please make sure you wear at least, you know, some form of protection. Alright, so now we have the wings off. And we're going to go on to the removal of the legs. When I take the legs off, I try to leave as much skin on the breast side as possible, only so that this way, if I am cooking this whole, I have that skin cap, because there's fat under there, it makes the meat nice and tender. It gives you an area, a pocket where you can stuff butter, which is always nice too. You know, you get right in there. You know, look at that, yeah, baby. And you can stuff compound butter in there, add flavor that way. He's right behind you, and all that good stuff. So let's do this leg first. Alright, so when we cut the leg, and I'm going to cut this side first. Normally I go from left to right because that's how I read. But because we're videoing from this side, I'm going to start cutting from here. Can you get a good look on the... what I'm doing here? Alright. Yeah, he's going to jump out of it. Alright, so what we do is we cut as close to the leg as possible, and you'll see, now that we're nice and in there, that we have all of this breast covered with skin. Now we're going to lean this way a little bit and get the rest of the skin cut. And that's our joint right there. I don't know if you can see that well, but that bone right there, that's the leg socket into the chicken's hip, the turkey's hip. And we can just pull that back, bone is revealed. Once the bone is revealed, we're just going to cut this way to make sure that we got all the connective tissue between cut. And then we're going to flip the bird over. And the reason why we flip the bird over is because there's a very important part to every piece of poultry. It's the meat that's right here. It's called the oyster. You can't see it because it's under the skin. I will attempt to pull all of the oyster off in its entirety and show it to you. I lost some of it, but not all of it. That's okay. This cut of meat here, it is literally the most tender. I didn't lose too much of it. You can tell how much you lose by just pushing in on it. Can you see it? I lost like maybe like 4 or 5 grams. Not even a fraction of an ounce to worry about. And we're going to put this over here just for safe holding. If this takes you a long time to do, I would suggest getting ice to keep everything cold, because you know the food regulation. Also, these aren't my work knives, so they are not the high quality knives I use at work. So I keep those at work. I try not to go back and forth with them. Now, whether or not you want to do this part is completely up to you. Removing the back from the crown. Right now we're going to go right on this septum bone of the breast and cut right down the middle, all the way down. Get all the way down to the ribs. You'll feel the plate if you put your finger in there. Don't put your knife and finger in there at the same time. You are being warned by the guy who does this for a living. Don't put your finger and knife in there at the same time. And then just slowly run right down the rib cage. You'll see that's all bone there. It's really nothing but stock material right there.
Okay, oh, okay, never mind. He took off.
I'm wondering why he gets all the snacks and I get told. Because you can't get up here, fatty. Alright, so now, if you look in here, you'll see this is where the neck is. Well, where the neck hole is.
Neck hole.
And we just go right around. This is where the wishbone would be. It looks like they took it out. Well. Oh, he's back. And we're just going to completely cut around.
He's on the other side.
That's right. I got something for him.
It's not pieced by that anymore. There's another. Well, maybe. Okay, we'll look at it.
And then we have the other tenders.
Yeah, there's.
We're going to take this. That's sinew. We don't need it. This is the whole breast, tender, and fillet. We're going to put this here for now. We're not going to confit it with the legs, but I just need a place to put it. This is just all fat and skin. I have an idea for this. Put it in with the confit. This is all bone. Like little chunks of meat here and there. You can put those in. If you're going to do a confit, you can throw all that stuff in with that. Oh wait, no. There we are.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to grab one of my work knives from in my bag, aren't I?
More than likely.
Oh man, don't break. Come on. I broke it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You get your wishes anyway.
No wishes for anyone. Oh. This would normally be where the wishbone is. You can see I broke it because I'm an asshole. But like there's all meat around it. I'm gonna throw it in there because it's not really worth saving. Neither is this. This is like literally 3 ounces of meat, maybe. On a 17-pound bird, it's pretty inconsequential. I mean, if you're really looking to save every penny and get the most out of your bird, you can just cut right around, pull all these pieces out, especially if you're doing something like a confit preparation, because all this stuff can just go in there and cook in butter until it becomes fall apart. Yeah, buddy?
He's just got this crazed look on his face.
And you can just get in there, get all the meaty goodness out of there if you want.